Good morning, Greenlight the Day family. Happy Monday. This is Kelly. This may be a long one. I am going to be answering the question, do I know who I am? This is an extremely, I'm not going to say difficult, profound, poignant, timing. I'm kind of at a crossroads in my life, but then again, I guess I feel this way often because I am constantly evolving and changing. So I wrote some notes that I will go over to review who I think that I am. First and foremost, I do think that I am enough. I am always a work in progress. I am constantly evolving and working on myself. My priorities are constantly changing as I change and evolve. I have learned that I value honesty and loyalty above most things because I am a product of my experiences, and that is what I value. I value many other things, but honesty and loyalty are hard to find. And of course, other than my children, which always come first. I realized early on in my life that I am very different than most people. I've always been told that I dance to the beat of my own drum, and I've been okay with that. I'm okay with standing alone, and I have done it often. I will stand alone for what I feel is right, and I will walk away from a group if I think that's what's right for me, and I'll be okay with it. I am imperfectly perfect with a big heart, and I have so much love to give, and I have found, for whatever reason, it's not always easy for people to receive it. I am extremely direct and honest, which has also been an issue in my interpersonal relationships. But I believe life is too short to beat around the bush or to sugarcoat anything. I would much rather be direct and have people be direct with me. I do believe that I've learned tactfulness as I've aged, how to tell my truth in a softer manner, but I still tell my truth, and I don't have to worry about being caught up in any lies, because I don't tell them. I love to dance, I love to laugh, I love to have fun. I have many talents, from athletics to cooking to doing my own nails. I am a tomboy at heart, but I love to dress up and look pretty. You know, so much of me may seem like contradictions. I'm a complicated person with a lot of layers. But I feel like that's what's great about me, is that you can know me for years and there'll still be more to learn. I mean, there's still more for me to learn. I am a very sexual being, and I'm very comfortable embracing my sexuality and discussing my sexuality, and I think I always have been. It's just who I am. I've learned to accept my curves. I've always been a very curvy and busty girl and woman. I have learned to love myself wherever I am, whatever weight, whatever size, because I don't want to lose any time waiting to be happy if I'm this number on the scale or that size. I want to love myself wherever I'm at, and I try and strive for that every day, to feel like I'm sexy regardless of whatever size or number the scale says. And I believe that, because it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to believe it. I have been working on being totally honest with myself. This has been the struggle, getting down to the very bottom where there is no lies. And I realize that I have lied to myself many a times throughout my life, whether it's to justify my behavior, knowing that something was wrong but I wanted to do it anyway, or whether it's to stay in a situation because it was easier to stay in rather than get out. But really working on being honest with myself. I've got being honest with others down pat. It's truly being honest with myself. And I think this summer thing that Janie is challenging us with is forcing me to be even more brutally honest. And it's a good thing for me, as difficult and as painful as it may be, to come face to face with some realities for myself. And as I asked this question, who do I know who I am? I found myself asking questions like, how did I get in this situation that totally conflicts with my authentic self? You know, I know who I am, and yet I still feel stuck. And I know there's so many details I'm leaving out because the details aren't important, guys. I don't know. Do I know who I am? Also, one of the other questions I've been asking is, do I know who I am versus how do others view me? You know, like, what I'm noticing more too is how others see me, like seeing myself through others' eyes. And I know that that's a skewed view because they're coming from their experiences, but I always find it interesting. But at the end of the day, it's really how I feel about myself that matters. I mean, I always say that. You know, the only opinion that really matters is the reflection looking back at you in the mirror. And I do believe that. So I think that I am a constant work in progress. I have many faults, far from perfect, but I also have many gifts, so much love to give. I am still searching for a lot of things, and I have to remind myself, always look within first. Always look within first. And I do need these reminders. That's why this channel has been so important to me. Being mindful and conscious of these things, catching myself with different behaviors, you know, like, hey, what are you doing? You know, stop looking for different things elsewhere and look within first. So, that is the long, complicated answer of, do I know who I am? I'd like to think that I know the core of who I am, but I believe that who I am is very layered and complicated, and I'm constantly discovering and changing, as we all are. So thank you so much for the question, Janie, and I really look forward to hearing everybody else's answers. Have a great week, guys. Bye.